Are you an aspiring insurance agent? Maybe you're thinking about Medicare insurance sales or annuity or life insurance or even final expense for that matter. Would you like to know how to set yourself up for success? Well, this is the video for you, my friends. I'm going to give you two ways that you can hopefully realize wealth in a very simple industry, but the business isn't easy. 90% of the agent force gets beat up. They fail out because they fail to do a couple little things. So I hope you enjoy this content. Before I go into this, my name is Jason, and I'm your friend in the business. I'm just insanely blessed to partner and recruit and coach some of the most amazing insurance agents across this nation, brand new and veterans selling life, Medicare, and annuities face to face, and yes, even in the telespace. And free resources always for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. And I appreciate you partnering with us by watching this content. I hope it's a help to you. So, first off, one of the main reasons that a lot of insurance agents fail is because they fail to use their time. If you want to dive into insurance sales, you must be decisive, my friends. You must be decisive. If you fail to plan, you're already planning to fail right now. Your time is the most precious and most powerful resource that you have. You must take control of it. I can't emphasize this more enough. You want to have dynamic levels of success. What does your day look like? You can't be a victim and let your day happen to you. You don't just roll out of bleeping bed and expect to make bank. All right, my friends, you've got to be one that has a good rhythm to realize the best chance of success. So I'm talking about your schedule. Your white space right now on your calendar is going to wipe you out. And a lot of people don't have what it takes to be a 1099 powerhouse. You must powerfully control your schedule. Are you going to start at 8 o'clock every day? Good, do it. And then do it again, and then do it again, and do it again. You've got to be an employee to your business. You are the most important thing. And you've got to control that very person that you stare in the mirror. And if you look into the mirror and you don't like what you see because maybe you slept in, you hit the income reduction button, this is why you're going to give up everything that maybe you could have attained because you didn't take control. You've got to dominate your clock. What are your hours of operation? Do you even know? You can't have a business if you don't have concise hours. So if you want to capitalize and do your best to mitigate failure, and I hate that word in this industry, well, number one, time. It's about now. Now, if your day yesterday was all over the darn place, well, too bad about yesterday. That day is gone. We can't look backwards and go anywhere good. We've got to look out the windshield and go forward. What does your day look like tomorrow? When are you going to start? Write that down. You've got to have days and hours of operation, no different than opening up a barbershop or opening up any business. What are your hours? You've got to write those down just like you're opening up shop. And now you've got to see yourself tomorrow working those set hours. Half the battle is showing up, my friends. In insurance sales, so many people say they want success and don't even show the beep up. You want to be a beast in this industry? Show up when you say you're going to show up. The day may not go according to plan. Not promising you unicorns and rainbows here, but you've got to look yourself in the mirror and go, you know what? I showed up yesterday. You want to be proud of yourself or you want to put yourself out of the industry? Make sure you've got written hours of operation and adhere to them. No different than you were maybe cutting checks to a W-2, telling an employee what to do. You are that employee. You got to think about it that way. You've got to have hours of operation, be concise if you want to capitalize. This business is, we're going to dive into tip number 2 in a second. It's all about one thing, it's effort. But number 1, please write down the time that you're going to work. The business doesn't work unless you work the business. And half the battle, like I say here, is showing up. You've got to show up so that tomorrow you can look yourself in the mirror and go, you know what? I'm working. I told myself I'd work 8 to 5 and I did it. And I'm talking about you doing activity. Activity will fix your problems. It's not about, oh, I'm going to play with my CRM. I'm going to organize my leads. No, no, no. I'm talking about if you say you're going to work tomorrow from 8 to 5, you need to be focusing on income producing activities. I don't care if you're knocking doors as a final expense face-to-face insurance agent, or maybe you're just banging phones, dialing leads, trying to get a hold of the next great prospect that you can now help and make their life better than when you found them. This is all about how you utilize your most precious resource, and that's time. And so many people fail out of the final expense insurance sales and the life insurance industry in general because they fail to use their time. They let that white space on their calendar wipe them out. Those that fail to plan are already planning to fail. Be careful with your time, my friends. If you think you've got what it takes, make sure that you can really take control of your time, because you should care more about your business than anybody else. in this space. All right. So I hope you like this so far. But number one, you've got to really be concise in your time, have consistency to capitalize. Every day you should be starting at the same time and ending at the same time. Or maybe on the weekends, you're going to start at 9 and end at noon. You've got to know, and I mean know what your hours are and adhere to them. And every single day, just get better. All right. But you will now, number two, need to understand if you want to engage at high levels, you've got to understand you're going to get out of this business what you pour into this business. This is an effort business, always has been, always will be. Warriors that make piles of wealth in this space work like their career depends on it. You go from being a hero to a zero real fast, and you've got to zero in on the fact that you've got to train and train and train, and you're going to get a little rusty. Everything's great. And if you don't have good systems, things get sloppy. You're going to see your success diminish. You've got to have powerful partners. They're going to help push you sometimes, and then also sometimes pull you when you've had a down day into a place that you are in the most just powerful place on the planet. And that is effort, effort, effort. You've got to buy leads every week. A lot of people say they want success. They know it's an effort business and they don't even show up. Half the battle is showing up, skilling up, honing up, practicing a good power script like what we possess at jasonfinalexpense.com, having good people that can powerfully mentor you one-on-one so that you can make the most out of every phone call so that you don't call it quits. So many insurance agents call it quits because they don't even show up. Oh, I'm going to work tomorrow. It's going to be my best day ever. And then you're wiping your eye boogers and hitting the income reduction button. And then you were supposed to start at 8, and then you ate some food and didn't really start until when? Right? The time is now, not tomorrow, not never. Tomorrow is going to take your opportunity away. But number two, get after the effort, get after that action, my friends. You got to engage with consumers like your career depends on it, because you will get out of this business what you put in to this business. You've got to put in your lead order every week, but those leads will leave you feeling horrible if you don't hustle. You got to work them fast. If you're buying Final Expense or digital leads, those leads become aged leads so stinking fast. You'll blink and your opportunity will be gone because of how the algorithm hits. Be careful and cautious here that you are focused on effort. If you think you got what it takes, you may very well have what it takes to be a top producer, but top producers don't mess around with their time. They do not mess with their clock. They know that those minutes matter. And if they want to make money, make those minutes work for you. And that's by you dominating your clock, dominating your time, and then dominating your effort. You're going to get hit. You're going to get hit with the no, not right now. Mail it to me. I'll do this tomorrow. Oh, maybe even you are thinking about getting soft. You want to find success, get out of your soft spaces, my friends. Don't do it. All right. If you're thinking about, oh, I'm not going to buy leads this week, I'll just double down next week, and then you don't, let's get real. Look into that mirror and go, you know what? If I want to make money, I got to put money into this business to buy leads to get success, hopefully, out of it. Success is earned by what we do and do not do every day. In the words of Yoda, do or do not. There is no try. And if you want to take your career far, my friends, buy leads every day. Okay. If maybe you're one that has to make your own ads on Facebook. All right. We've got some content on that if you want to make your own Facebook leads. But if you're one that buys leads as a warrior, buy your leads on the weekly. On the weekly. If you're a full-time agent, buy 80 to 100 leads every week, and then work them like you're going to go broke, because you will if you don't. You don't want aged leads. If you just paid for brand new leads, there's agents that sit on their hands and don't help these great people that put their hand up. A lead is amazing when it's exclusive. A lead's amazing even when it's aged, but we've got to be all about that action. Action will fix your problems, but show up every day, suit up and boot up, and never let anything get in the way of your clock. Those are those precious minutes for you to make that money in the hours that you have available to you. I hope this helps you find success. If you need any resources, even on leads or a good work family, jasonfinalexpense.com. Remember, you've got what it takes. I hope this helps you and that you attain greatness. We'll see you soon, my friends. I appreciate you.